For full episodes of the Diverse Mentality podcast, check the links in the description below. The full video version is available on the main channel, and the audio version is available on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. DaBaby, I don't know if you saw this, but DaBaby, there's kids selling basically candy, Skittles, and I think the other one's selling.
Oh, that's some good candy.
Yeah, they're selling Fruit Roll-Ups, Skittles, whatever the case may be. And these kids basically came up, saw us, DaBaby, blah, 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 and they're like, hey, you know, he was asking how much for the box, and the kid was like $200. And the reason why he said that is because it's DaBaby, you know, he has money.
Yeah, but how big is the box?
Yeah, no.
Could be the candy, it could be worth $200.
Yeah, he said it was worth $200, but DaBaby, he's like, how much you selling each bag for, which is $2 a bag.
Oh.
He counted the bags, it was like $68. So, like that, he tried to finesse DaBaby out of it.
Yeah.
Because DaBaby said, I already sold candy, so I know how this shit goes.
It's business. That's how business is.
Nah, but the way it was executed was bad.
You gotta try it. If you catch it, then he's smart.
Yeah, he caught it. That's what I'm saying. He caught it. But what you have to do is, if you're gonna go up to him and say that, and if he calls you out on it, right, admit to it. Be like, yeah, man, I just said it because you're DaBaby. You have the money. If he would have been like that, I would have gave him the 200. But the fact that he confronted them about it, they didn't even fucking admit it. Like, how are you not gonna admit it? Let's play the video. Let me see. I'm about to play it right now.
Shout out to that kid, man.
Nah, look.
He's a good businessman.
Nah, horrible. There's two of the kids both lied back to back.
It's bad timing to lie.
Let's see. Yeah, they lied. If you would have just admitted, but like this, it's not worth that much money, then I would have gave you. Even DaBaby said I would have gave him $1,000 if they would have just fucking been honest about the situation. So.
Baby, bro. You got me. You just trying to make some donation.
Yeah, we got that.
Skittles.
What you want for the box?
200.
200.
Yeah, 200. I mean,
What
like
you
400
charge
every
for?
day.
What you charge for?
One for $2. I mean, like 400 every
$2.
day.
So add this up. How that's 200?
I make 400 every day off donation.
How much you want for your box? These niggas.
Nah, that shit, bro. I make 400 worth too.
You made 400 off that?
Yeah, off that
and
shit.
you sell them for $2.
Yeah, and I got for
So
$25.
let's count it. Let's count it.
It's 34 times.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
That's 2.
It ain't. It ain't 2 nothing. It ain't even $100.
Oh, yeah, that ain't $100, bro.
$68. What about you?
I'm making 2 times 2, bro.
See, y'all. See, look. See. You give me 1, 2. What, they $2 a piece? $1 each. I ain't bet. You gotta use your head, man. You trying to play, man. I was gonna bless.
He basically in the car was like, yo, they're bullshitting all, you know, and continued on. Yeah, that doesn't make no sense. Why are you trying to sell it for $200 then? So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they would have came up to me and said $200 and I would have called them out and they admitted like, yo, we're just trying to get some more money. I would have then been like, listen, don't do that again, but here, I'll look out for you.
Yeah, they just fucked up.
But they didn't admit to it.
Up,
yeah, you got to admit to that shit, man. There's nothing wrong with that. And then he responds in a complex interview. He explains. Let me see where the complex interview is. He explains why he did that. And he got backlash for it, by the way. That's backlash.
Stupid.
I think there's an important lesson there, like when you try to be greedy, you'll block your blessing.
Absolutely, that's exactly what happened.
Anytime I buy something from somebody hustling like that, like I buy the whole thing, especially when it's kids. So I give them the opportunity to just make it make sense why you want $200 for this.
You tell me, man, I usually charge somebody this for the whole box. I'm just gonna charge you $2 all the way down, and I'd have looked at them, gave them $1,000.
But I respect they hustle. I ain't cuss them out and this and that. I gave them knowledge and bought one piece of candy from each of them and closed.
Yeah. You know what happens after this? Soldier Boy.
Oh my god.
Soldier Boy goes out to the same kids, I think. I don't know if they're the same ones. It looks like they're the same ones.
Serious?
And doesn't buy the candy at all, just gives them money. He's like, I'm the first rapper to give somebody money and not take candy.
Oh my god.
So Soldier Boy just did it for like trolling purposes.
No, but I like how DaBaby asked them, why is that worth $200?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I like how he did that.
Yeah, but they didn't own up to it. Like, just be like, yo, you're DaBaby. We know you have money, so that's why we asked for $200. If you would have just owned up to it, I would have been like, yeah, I'll give you it. Fuck, why not? But when he confronted them about it, they were like, "Nah, we make 400 in a day. 400 in a day selling candy. I'll sell candy right now out of this office. $400 a day."
I mean, if he would have had his math right to equal $200,
Yeah.
then DaBaby would have,
Yeah.
$200.
He's like, "How many are in the box?" And then he said, "This." Come
And
on,
he
man.
said $2 a bag.
"Yeah, just bullshit." And then we got Soldier Boy here.
It's all right.
Count up on them folks. Count up on them, nigga. Count up. Yo, stop playing with them. And I don't want the candy. First rapper to give a nigga a bite roll and let him keep the candy.
God, this guy does not stop.
Soldier.
Yeah, he trolled. Like, Soldier Boy basically gave him all the money and didn't take the candy at all.
Wonder how much he gave him.
He probably gave him a couple $100. He said a rack, though, so 1,000.
Ooh.
So I don't know if this kid's learned a lesson at all, man.
Yeah, they ain't
They ain't learned no fucking lesson anymore. Speaking of DaBaby, took a photo of 50.
Oh, yeah.
And the comment was pretty dope that 50 had on it. In the photo, he says, "Somebody I've been studying for a minute lent me a few hours of his time today. Guys are so scared to let me in the room. They fucked around and let me end up in the room with 50 Cent. Big mistake. Beyond grateful for the game. Couldn't have come from a better source. Now watch me put this shit to use," which was a dope-ass caption. And then 50 commented. Let me find the actual comment because it doesn't even show up on his post, which is stupid because the verified user should pop up immediately. 50 commented saying this under it. He said, "I lost Pop before he could get it. This one already got it, and he listens. I'm going to teach him all the mistakes I made so he can be better than me. This is hip-hop." That is dope.
Dope.
I wonder if they're probably going to make music. Hopefully it's not those Krusty Krab beats that we always fucking get. Dun, 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 dun. Cabal if I won't.
I don't think 50 would be on a record like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope not. He's probably going to be on the BMF soundtrack, DaBaby. I could see
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
Yeah, speaking of BMF soundtrack, we were just watching this 50 interview, and he talked about how there's going to be a BMF soundtrack for the show BMF and how he was dissing Jeezy in the interview.
Yeah, he takes some shots.
Yeah, there's a track with 42 Doug and Jeezy on it, and 50 is like, "Get Jeezy off that shit, man." We don't want him on that record. I don't know why the fuck he's even on there. So, yeah, I can't wait for that soundtrack. That's going to be fucking fire.